Hello and welcome to the TGs Hyla 2 Mission Retreat Player's Home. Now originally this was meant to be a part of the normal mod videos, but after trying to get through this turns out to be a beast of its own kind. So the primary mission for this video was just to get out the method and how to complete the mission related to this paid mod. And we're going to go through a little bit of detail, have a quick look on some of the exterior, but most importantly, teach you how to go through and complete the rather frustrating and expansive location that is TG's Hyla 2 Mission Retreat Player's Home. This will basically be a part 1. Part 2 is we're going to do a normal showing of the whole property like we normally do, where this will be predominantly focused on getting you through the associated mission, just so you can fast track, just to save your frustration. If you do find this helpful, definitely consider liking, subscribing. That will go a long way. I've spent probably 4 to 6 hours trying to do this instead of doing another mod video, and yet there is still more to explore. This is one crazy mod. Let's take a look. Thanks very much. Consider liking, subscribing. Let's get to it. For this next mod, we are heading to Hyla, then Hyla 2, and we are looking for this very unique location, the strange distress signal. So let's jump over to here quickly. We have a Valentine greeting us. I'm only kidding. I'm not gonna kill him. It's like just before we land, I just wanted to give you a better quick representation of where this is. So Hyla is pretty much the right to Porima, just to give you a better kind of frame of reference. Okay, landing at the strange distress signal. We have arrived at a giant location to call home. I'm going to spend a bit of a deep dive because this has a huge ton of secrets and lots to uncover, as well as a little bit of a mission. This mod truly deserves some time and consideration, even though this is one of the real first paid location mods that we've come across that's really, well, in my currency, it's nearly $10, well, $9 I should say, where it's probably about $5 US. And we've covered some insane places to call home. So this is going to have to be up there. This is called TG's Hyla 2 Mansion Retreat Home. This is by the famous Tank Girl 444. Now, the reason I'm excited to check this out is in some way to support some of the already monumental, ginormous mods that Tank Girl has already unleashed on Nexus over the last few years. The expectations is high because some of those mods are bloody incredible, and some of them are even some of the biggest mods outside textures that you'll ever see on Nexus. So we'll get into this, but as you can see, we are in one of the best looking locations that we've probably come across so far. We are right amongst some mountainous vegetation location, and we are just in the midst of it. As you can see, there is also some buildings and locations there that I believe are also a part of this whole giant base that is for us to call home, that has a few secrets. So if you don't want those secrets spoiled, you might want to consider skipping, but let's get into it. Just a quick example of the beauty of this place. Check this out when the sun is setting on the water. The reflections, the intricate details of the terrain and placements of the buildings are sensational. We have a large range of view that overlooks a giant and very mysterious looking area that is quite flat, so lots of area to view. But just to give you some understanding of the sheer size and scale now, and it's one of the very few locations that I've ever seen so much water or this kind of landscape at all. Now we've just gone too far up, but it certainly gives you a good idea of the true scale. So the camp, or this location called Aaron's Camp that's right next to us, it's part of a mission called Divided Loyalties, and I'm sure of the significance of this location will be revealed to us. This building has no shortcoming when it comes to character, decoration, uniqueness, rather mind-melting the time this would have taken to get this all in place. Now, you can see many elements of the infrastructure in the base using components and parts from many different structures that we're familiar with, but all brilliantly tied together with so many different areas, all offering their very own unique aspect and telling their very own story. For instance, we have this crazy scene right here of a sea vehicle. Now imagine if we could actually hoist this down and then have a go of it around. That would be crazy cool. Maybe in the future something like that is possible. To these garden areas that just look incredible, that you could get lost in and spend a bit of time just soaking it up, to other areas that may be easily overlooked built, but have a lot of little details as well as bring in a lot of life, including some fish. Look at that little guy. He's having a hard time there. The areas like this, where you have your bar and entertainment area, that is pretty much second to none when you consider that you have this whole space to work with. Even comes with a stage. I mean, this is rather remarkable. This has so much detail to it. You even have some secluded spaces just on the outside that you could hide away. I mean, looking at this makes me want to go visit this place in real life. This is incredible. It's going to save you a ton of time. However, I do recommend before we begin, if you do have the time, you can definitely sink a few hours into trying to figure out this pretty much mini mission. If you do get frustrated or want a quick resolution to complete this, what is basically a side quest mission, use the chapters and you can get through this quite quickly and you'll save a ton of time. But I do recommend if you have a good, 2 to 4 hours, get exploring. See if you can figure it out, as it does really encourage you to explore this insanely huge location. So let's get started. So you'll note we'll have a weapon here. You can pick that up if you want, but there's also a note. Now I'm not going to go through the note in detail. I'll let you read that. So you grab the notepad and then you'll try to open the door, and this is going to kick off the mission. What is the mission? We're going to step through this. We'll start off with the first one, find a power source. Now this first one is relatively simple. We just need to walk past the generator. Now you probably can switch this on when you walk past the first time, but it's just walking back to your ship basically, and you'll note that there is a giant white generator here, and we'll just simply go down and activate this terminal, which will activate the power and give us light and activate some of the energy to the building. So that covers find the power source. Next, we need to investigate the area. So for that one, we're going to head back into the building. So we'll walk up these stairs and we'll be at the front door. We'll open the front door and you'll notice that it is not a decorated property. Now I hope there is a decorated version coming at some point, because this place is so huge and it is spectacular, but we'll go through and break things down a bit more and look at how pretty it is in a little bit. So the next step, if you are following along, is you get access to this door here, which is behind a master lock. After unlocking the door, you can go to the notes, and this is a note that you're looking for. However, watching this, you can skip going to this process and just go to the switch we're going to go to. But if you want to follow along the full process, this is what you would do. And it's telling us that there's a TV in the bedroom, and under it there's a speaker and a switch. So that's what we're aiming for. There's also another note here, gives you some password to the computer, which you can access, and there is a few ones you can get a bit of understanding, building to the immersion and lore to this whole aspect of this mission. So exiting that room, we're going to walk across here and head down to this door at the top. So there's the door we unlocked. We're heading over here and we're going to walk in, and you notice there is a TV. So this is a TV they were talking about in that message. And then under the TV, there is this shelf door, which we will open. And then there is this hidden switch. We're going to hit the hidden switch. Then we're going to head back to the main lobby of this building, which is this whole area here. Look for the tree with the pink leaves, and we're going to hit this. We're going to hit that secret hidden switch, and then this is going to unlock a secret door. We'll be able to open that secret door, and this is where things start to get crazy. Make sure when you do come down here to hit the unlock, because this is going to then give you the mission to find the vault key. Now we can go straight to where the vault key is to then locate the distress beacon. I'll just quickly show you the explore new area, which I haven't figured out, because in this area we're meant to find some kind of information to lead us to the vault key, which then leads us to the distress beacon. However, I'll just show you where this area is, and exploring it is huge. I've spent hours trying to locate it and failed. So if you found it, let me know in the comments. We're looking for the note that is going to take us and lead us to where the vault key is. However, I'll pin that in the comments if you want to find out exactly. However, we'll be able to complete all this process without completing this step. I'll just show you the area that I believe it's in. So the ultimate objective is to get access to this vault door, which is where we're going to need the vault key. We'll come to the vault key soon. We'll first complete the locate the distress beacon. In order to locate the distress beacon, we need to head down to the Aqua Paradiso. Now this is an incredible area, and we'll come to this in more detail soon. We're just going to delete the quest. Upon entering, you'll notice that everything is dark, switched off. So we're going to head over to this door here and open it. On opening the door, we'll be greeted with another airlock, which we'll pass through, and one more airlock to get through. This is where having the quick airlock mod will be terrific if you have it installed, because there's a fair few of them. And then upon opening this, we'll be finally entering this room where we can hit this button over here, which is the station generate power terminal. So that is powering the whole building out. So you'll notice that the mission is updated. We still need to locate the distress beacon, continue investigating the area, and explore the new area. However, before leaving this room, make sure we pick up the overclock. The overclock's going to have some text giving you some more information. Won't read through it. I'll let you read that. Turning left, you'll note that there's a sub-level command station terminal. On entering, you'll get this notification, just letting you know this is not connected to the distress beacon. It operates within the sub-level. Now we're going to leave this area the same way we came, going through all the airlocks. Now that we have light, we can see that there's a couple more doors to the left. We'll have the underwater research lab. And then we'll have another area opening up to another huge living space, which I'll just quickly show you for reference. If you run through here, it's unreal. This whole place is just incredible, but we won't have much to do with this area just yet. So I'll just open it up and show you, but you can see that we'll have this huge area and another house. As far as I'm aware, there's nothing of note in here in terms of the mission, as far as I'm aware. So we'll head back to the research lab, just running back, and then we're going to hook our right back to the underwater research lab. Now, somewhere in here is where we're meant to find information leading us to the distress beacon. And here we go to the research lab. And this is the area I'm talking about, a part of the mission where we would find the last clue to send us to the location of the vault key. However, I spent many hours trying to locate it, but I failed. I've been unable to find it. So we're going to skip this process and go to find the vault key and then find the distress beacon. I'll pin in the comments how to complete this. So if you are interested, it'll be there in the comments eventually. Okay, let's go find the vault key. To find the vault key, we're going to have to exit the research lab and exit this building itself. To exit the building, we're looking for this ladder, and then we can just head up there. So now that we're out of the underground, we can actually just go straight to our map, and we want to head to Mars, Sidonia of all places. So how it connects, I'm not exactly certain. So we're going to head over to the Sol system. We're going to head over to Mars, head to Sidonia. We're going to land at Sidonia now. So to find the vault key, we want to head down to the mining colony main area. So just through here, just like you normally would as if you're entering Sidonia into the central hub. And what we're looking for is we're looking for the marshmallow treats vending machine. So we're going to walk straight down the guts of the joint and just keep walking. So down the ramp, and then it's going to be the very first vending machine on the right here. So this is it. This is the marshmallow one. Just on top of the marshmallow vending machine is this bloody key card here, which has been 4 hours in the process. Now I had to get some help from Reddit to find this out. So props to the guys on Reddit. Now that we have the key card, we can go back to Hyla, Hyla 2, Hyla Retreat. Now we just need to head back to the vault. So through the main door, hook a right, going down into the secret area. And then you can just hit open the vault door. Now that door will open. Now we'll just open the door and it should open up, and bing, bada, boom. And this is the distress beacon, so we can shut that off, and then that will complete the mission basically. Now the armor. Now if you're looking for all the goods, all the loot and everything, it's actually this thing here. So you're going to find a ton of different stuff here. So books, credits, ammo, and here's the Starborn Gunslinger armor. What's crazy is that once we access this, all the Starborn actually spawn and do attack you. Whoa, it's actually a boss. What the hell? This is pretty cool. Was not expecting that. That's wild. And there you have it. So that's going to give us this crazy cool armor. Oof, look at that. That's incredible. That looks freaking awesome. And this is the result of all that mucking around. I mean, I've spent 4 hours trying to figure this out. Still couldn't complete it. There's so much to explore, but we'll have a look at this whole joint now in a bit more detail. I just want to include this at this point so people could save their frustration and get to this point, because me personally, I got super frustrated trying to figure this all out. But look at the stats on this. This is awesome. It does also look like you get the Avatar spacesuit as well, and it looks awesome. So a little bit of a different color by the looks of it. Very, very cool. Some of the other loot, the notary of ownership, gives us the ownership of the area. We have some dusty books. We also get this radioactive artifact. So I might be able to figure out what the hell this is. So there's still many mysteries to be solved with this place. So we're going to leave it there. This is just going to be part 1, and then we're going to do a part 2 where we go into much more detail and hopefully also include all the other little bits and mysteries of this location. But initially, I just wanted to get you guys started so you can complete the mission and get the armor, as I know many of you have been frustrated with this as well. So hope that's helpful. This took a long time, so definitely consider liking, subscribing. It goes a long way. Thanks very much, and we'll continue on with this very soon.